God rest the dead, and obviously R.I.P. the great one, Gandhi. But there was that little kid shit going on with him, right?
Everybody, he get bad pushback when you hit him with this shit.
I do be giving pushback.
Years ago.
Because I hate it because they act like it should take away from his greatness that he used kids for fuel to do those things.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't eating for so long because he was sucking kids off, right? Like he could go on hunger.
Okay, all right. Let me just say, I'm gonna just say it. I don't care. I'm gonna defend Gandhi. I got you.
Yeah. You
Gandhi
let him
got
babysit?
married.
You let him babysit?
Yeah.
You gonna let Gandhi babysit?
Come on, bro.
Because Gandhi's been reincarnated in this society. He understands.
Maybe he
Reincarnated the Dalai Lama.
We are all one.
Gandhi got married at 13. His wife was 11. 13-year-olds then were not what 13-year-olds are now.
Talk that shit.
Okay.
I'ma
Guy
just say
from
that.
Fucking Blackbird. Talk that shit, Larry
I hate
Hall.
that I told you about this show.
Talk that shit, Larry Hall.
13 now. I'm not saying 1990s 30. I'm saying 1890s 13.
Right. 13 back in the day was old, right?
Son, that's when women started having kids.
I mean, according to Jews, they were adults back then.
Back then you were adults.
13,
yeah.
bat mitzvah, adult.
That's what it was.
Yep.
They didn't have this extended childhood. You were an adult. Gandhi's married out the house.
But that's not what he was doing.
11.
He was an adult during adult times, and then he was sleeping with
13,
kids in the room.
you know how 30 is the new 40? 13 is the old 18.
But
13 is the old 18.
But what about when he was old and the kids was sleeping in a room with him to test his resolve?
Did he do anything?
Only they know.
There you go.
He passed the test.
He did nothing. He passed,
Damn.
bro.
Yeah, this is to catch a
That's
predator.
the Michael Jackson fucking defense right there.
It's like sleeping with
Sleeping in the
18-year-olds and
bed
not doing
together.
anything.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Did he also
If
have
I
a
gotta-
spotted dick?
It's actually like sleeping with 20-year-olds because it's
Hold on,
2 years
hold
older.
on, hold on. If I got like a chocolate addiction, right, and I'm trying to get over it, maybe I would sleep with some chocolate, right? Because that chocolate would be right there calling my name, right? And I gotta know that I gotta break this chocolate.
Trying to
addiction.
win over black women.
Yeah. This is
know what I mean?
Trump trying to get the black vote.
Yeah,
So
I love Trump.
I think by having the kids in the room,
Yeah.
he's admitting to attraction. That's the tricky thing.
Oh, no. I think people back then were attracted to 13-year-olds
Hey,
because you were getting married at 11. So a 13-year-old then is like a 20-year-old now, 21-year-old now.
so you're saying they just carry that attraction until they're older? That doesn't stop.
Yeah, they just looked at them as women in the way that we don't.
Ah.
The society, this is healthier and better, I'm sure. And you have but also back then you didn't have a childhood where you're like playing with dolls. At like 13, you're a man. Get the fuck out of the house. Go
inflation.
start your own family.
Inflation happens.
Inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
Inflation.
$5
Yeah.
back in the
No,
day
that
was
is
a
an
lot.
interesting thing that you're saying right there.
It's a crazy thing to say, but I got to stand on it because it's Gandhi.
No, but it sounds like I'm about to make fun of you. I'm not going to make fun of you. I actually think that's a really interesting argument, which is like, but do you think that 13 is the best for him?
They just looked at it as, okay, as soon as you're ready to have kids, you're a woman.
Why wasn't it 18? Like, why didn't you have like an 18-year-old fine bitch in there?
Son, 18-year-old, you might be dying 18 back then. 18-year-old
you're
back
washed.
then, you like 60.
I kinda get it. I get it.
No, I'm seeing
I
what
get
you're
it.
saying.
I get it. I don't get it, but I get it.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Now
I'm
that
not gonna
last
stand
argument
on it
I
with
just
you.
thought
Age
of.
and dog years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah.
13, she's like 30.
Yeah.
13 going on 30. That's what that movie's about.
That's exactly what it's about. You guys have seen it. It's a Gandhi biopic.
It's him picking up chicks.
Bro, that's a great argument for what Gandhi did. He didn't know no better.
Son, that was societally
That was
accepted
society.
back then.
That was
Yeah.
everybody.
13 was an old bitch.
Son, his wife
she was
had
11.
kids. Yeah.
When she started having kids?
I think 13, she had their first kid. If I'm not mistaken, it was 13 and 15 and maybe 17. I could just be making that up. But for sure, she had a kid by 13.
So he was smashing an 11-year-old. That's a fact.
yeah, as a 13-year-old. That's an important part.
He was 13?
He was 13.
but she was
She
11.
Why do you
was
keep
11.
saying he was an adult?
Then later on, when he was an adult, what they say is,
But if he's still-
Look at you.
allegedly,
Look at you. Look at you.
allegedly,
Look at you.
he would sleep with 13-year-old girls in bed with him naked and not do anything to test his abstinence.
Oh, no. You gotta understand, those chicks were like
You
milfs.
believe
No, don't do that.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
do that. Because black people, Michael Jackson, same shit. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But also, Michael
I don't
Jackson,
believe Michael.
You don't believe Mike?
No.
You cracker ass.
His songs are just that good. But he
ass
touched them kids.
Michael don't need to touch no fucking
He touched
kids.
them kids,
No,
bro.
those kids got to sleep with Mike.
Yeah.
It ain't the other way around. You know what I mean?
He still touched
It ain't-
them.
No, he didn't touch those
Son.
kids. Stop it. He looked at him. He didn't touch him. No. He looked at him. He
Yeah,
looked at
you
him.
can't compare Gandhi to Michael Jackson.